It is currently 10 to 8. We are leaving at 9 to head to Silverstone. I can't believe how quickly the British Grand Prix has arrived. I'm really excited to get into it, get in that atmosphere again. It is an unmatched atmosphere there. So I'm very excited. We are staying at the Ridings again. I stayed at the Ridings last year. There is a vlog if you want to go watch that, but maybe stay for this one if you want a more up-to-date vlog. I'm also going to film some TikTok content, which I didn't do last time, so a lot of content to be filmed this weekend. Today our plan is once we arrive, we're going to try and utilise our Ridings perks, which gives us inner track access. So we're going to try and go through the inner track access and see how close we can get to the paddocks and see if we can spot anyone. That would be quite cool. So let's get going. I will let you know how long it takes us to get to Silverstone. It's supposed to take us an hour and a half from where we are, but I doubt it'll be that short, so I will let you know how long and how long to kind of prepare in advance to get there. But it should be exciting, and I can't wait to bring you along on this journey. We are currently waiting for half our party to show up. We went a different route that turned out to be a lot quicker, and that was taking more of a back route. Would you say, Tommy? You know the route because you were like
not really
navigator?
A422 or A4222.
Yeah. So it was more of a smaller back road, and we got here.
We just didn't join the A40. Well, we came off the A43 a couple roundabouts after the Silverstone services off the M40, and we sort of like the A43 kind of goes up, around and down, and we just kind of went out and up instead, and it took us through to the C car park thing,
yellow triangle C. If you're staying at the Ridings, this year it is yellow triangle B.
I don't remember what it was last year.
I think it might have been the same last year.
It's the same location.
Same location. So I don't see why they would change the signs. Don't fix what's not. Don't fix what's broken. Don't fix what's not broken.
You got it right the
yeah.
first time.
So going kind of that route, it's basically don't follow the sign that says Silverstone. Just go to the sign that does not say Silverstone, and it's probably where Maps is trying to take
you.
Don't
go to the sign that does not say Silverstone.
Yeah, just don't come. To give you an idea of the view, this is where the car park is, and this is where you check in to the Ridings. There is a bit of a queue, that's fine, and then you will be picked up by a buggy, like that one there, and they will basically drive you over yonder. It is actually a lovely sunny day, which it was last year. It was sunny and then it just rained the rest of the weekend. I feel the same thing might happen today, but it's very exciting. We're ready. Tommy's ready. Tommy's not ready. He's sorting out some headphone stuff. But let's go, let's go.
No. This is not. No. No. No.
So the blanket, towel, and then we've got a little bag. So this is the kind of getting ready area of the glamping package. So at the desk you have some hair straighteners, a hair dryer, and this turns on somehow. Trust me on that. And then you also have a full-length mirror. It's a little bit hot, so I changed into a skirt. But this is area 1. And then if we go this way, this is the shower area. So it's right next to it. If we open this is what they look like inside. Got a little mirror, hooks. Yeah. It's not like, you know, it's quite nice, I guess. Then into the women's bathroom. I mean, ooh. You've got some nice sinks. These toilets are very different from last year. These are very nice. Actually, 10 out of 10. I respect this. Let's go, Tommy. So, if you're staying at the Ridings, you get your own entrance. It's gate 13. And you will have to do a bag check when you go in or out. I think actually just in. That will be every time, even if you've got a small bag as well. And you also have to scan your tickets to make sure that you've got those ready before you get to the gate, so you're not holding it up. The bathrooms this year at the Ridings are so much nicer than they were last year. It was really nice in there. The taps are kind of violent as well. But yeah, I'm very excited for the day to start. So this is where the Red Bull pole position is. It's just next to Hamilton Straight. One day it'll be me. One day, it wasn't there last year. It's a new hospitality package from Red Bull. 1 year, we'll be there. Like this video to make my dream happen. This year, it seems a lot busier, I think, in the sign-up area. We're going to try and get into the mega store here. I couldn't reach the camera there, but...
There's complimentary ice cream right there.
This jacket, oh my god, I'm so zoomed in. There we go. This is a really nice jacket. 210. Ferrari umbrella. The closer we go into the McLaren area, the busier it gets.
About 200. It's a nice material.
This is PRIX collab. Last year it was Boss, so bigger Boss. So
This long sleeve with the McLaren detailing on the back, and then the front is just on the PRIX collab. That's 88.
You have 3.
Honestly, I wish I was vibey enough to wear like a silk shirt like that. These will soon be snatched up. It's kind of stupid. So I mentioned that with the Ridings you get free in-front access. Well, we decided to check it out near the paddock. So the paddock entrance is there. And then all the cars lie here, and we met a starting number 63. This is George Russell. I will upload the video of us meeting him. It is like vertical, not horizontal, so like apologies for that. But hey, things happen quickly.
He's gone ahead as well.
Hey guys.
Thank you very much.
Can we have a photo?
Let's do it. Thank you.
George, can I take a picture, please? Thank you.
George, get a picture.
Good luck, George.
I do sleep.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Here you go.
George.
Thank you. Nice one. Hey Hey buddy, you're right. Oh, 1 second. Hey,
And he was great. He was so fun. He was really chill. He's like taking the time to meet a lot of
Yeah,
people.
he walked along like basically everybody outside
Yeah.
the paddock, and then obviously we were by his car. So literally
Tomorrow first thing we're gonna see how our luck fares and come back. We haven't decided which driver we want to focus on, but hey, we met one, he tried my cap, it was pretty slay.
Southern Fries.
Mac and cheese.
Oh no.
Behind us is the main stage. We're just kind of walking through the area around that. I think we're low-key heading towards the Ferrari store, isn't that right, Tommy?
There's no. Am I crazy? Is there no steps here this year? There used to be steps.
Oh. He makes
I
a
make a
point.
good point. This is.
Tonight, we are watching Sam Fender. I know like 3 songs at most. That's fine though. I really want to do this wheel, but Tommy's a wuss and won't go on with me.
I don't like Ferris wheels. She makes me go every time we go to it.
Yeah, and I love them. Good morning. So, let's catch up. Yesterday, Sam Fender, Blossoms. Blossoms are amazing. I didn't really know Sam Fender's music that well, but people turned up for him. There was a lot of people wearing like Newcastle shirts and like some Sam Fender merch. It was kind of crazy, honestly. But we didn't stay for the entire set, mainly because we wanted to get up early today. I was up at 4:50 a.m. Not by my own choice. It was just where our tent is this year. We're on kind of the main sort of like dirt track like here. So I was just woken up by some buggies coming in of, you know, staff, which, you know, happens. But today, our plan, we might go to the Silverstone Museum today. We're not sure yet. I'm not sure if we're going, like, if Tommy and I are going to do that, but I know that Tommy's family are going to do that. I think my focus for today is to go and see as much kind of racing action on the track. It's obviously the Friday today, so we've got practice sessions. I think we've got some quali sessions for sprint races. I think I've kind of sunburnt my lips. Is that obvious? I'm gonna make sure that I put some sun cream on my lips today, because obviously the lip balm was not covering me enough. What else is worth noting to you? Yes, we came back to the tent and rested. Today is the first day that the riding's breakfast is open, so I'm waiting for Tommy to pee and then we're just going to head over there now. It seems a lot busier this year at Silverstone. Last year on the Thursday it was quite dead, as in you were very kind of freely roaming and there wasn't like a gate of bodies anywhere. This year it feels a lot busier, and I think that's going to continue. It's going to get busier and busier each year. I believe they tried to up capacity as well this year, from my understanding. I think they're hitting close to 500,000 just like across this weekend, so that's really great going for Silverstone and obviously for the sport, and we'd love to see it. I'm dripped out in Mercedes gear today. It is a Mercedes day. After meeting George Russell, it's a Mercedes day. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some shopping. I've seen a lot of Ferrari merch as we've been walking around, and it's really nice. It's really nice. And you know what, Ferrari, I don't know what's going on with your car, but I do know that you make some really slay merch. So well done on the aura farming, guys. So that seems to be the vibe at the moment. We're just enjoying the day. It shouldn't be too busy because it's Friday, but who knows. Tonight Ray is performing. I'm very excited to see Ray and the Sportax Jade. That's going to be really good. I'm excited for both of them, more so than I am for Sam Fender. I'm sorry if you're a Sam Fender fan. I'm sorry that I left. I should have recorded more of this. This vlog is failing you.
Oh.
I'm vlogging what I didn't yesterday, just sort of rounding up what we did, thoughts and feelings on the Thursday.
George Russell.
We met George Russell. I said that it felt a lot busier yesterday as well.
It was, okay, to summarise.
Tommy's summary, here we go.
It was way busier. We honestly, to the point where we weren't sure if it was just like Sam Fender was drawing in extra people who were just buying day tickets for Thursday. We'll see today if it's as busy. Let's go straight down. But yeah, it was super busy.
Yeah, so if you're going to the ridings, considering that this past 2 years they haven't changed location, I assume they're not going to change it anytime soon. So take the A422.
Yeah,
as opposed to the A43.
Because even if you're not going to the ridings, I think a lot of those other campsites, we kind of got there first, but
yeah,
you know, it probably,
we saved ourselves 45 minutes in traffic by taking the A422.
Yeah.
Half our party went the other way, and they were 45 minutes later.
For them.
And we were waiting.
The other thing is that we basically got lucky with George Russell. They didn't really have a schedule or anything for when people were coming or going. It was 30 seconds before they just announce it via the DJ, and then they come out. What we'd done is we'd walked through to the inner paddock. They have parking spaces for each driver. The point being that we only really met George Russell because we got lucky. We'd seen the car parking space and chose just to go and stand by it on the off chance that he came out. And we were there for a while. We were there for a good few hours.
I think we were there for about an hour and a half before he came. We stayed there for about 2.5 hours before we left.
And he was the only driver that we actually saw in person. Valtteri Bottas and Ollie Ben both went past.
We'll include a clip of Valtteri Bottas going past now.
But George was the only one who actually came out sort of in person and did signings and said hellos. But people were camped out for, particularly the McLaren guys, for quite a while. Which,
you're to expect. Lando and Oscar are very popular at the moment. They are completely dominating the field, and they're decent looking fellas. They're gonna pull in a crowd.
The other thing that was crazy was obviously people all waiting for different people. So it was we were waiting for George Russell, and there were 2 other people who were waiting for George Russell.
Yeah.
And then when he actually did come, it was just getting full crowd behind us. People trying to basically throw their stuff at him to sign. It was crazy.
Yeah. So if you do have a specific driver, I mean, personally, say for me, I'm a big George Russell fan. He's my favourite driver on the grid. If I wanted to meet anyone, it would have been him. And it just so happened that his car was very obvious.
Yeah, I think it can happen. I think if you go early in the morning and you go every day, there's a good, solid chance that you'll meet them. But don't think that just if you have the inner pass access, you're definitely going to meet them.
You need to be prepared to camp.
For that
and and lucky and grateful.
Yes, love George Russell.
Yeah, he is now we all simp for him now. So now we're just walking through to the breakfast area. It's a very nice little tent. There's a bit of live music. Shout out to the girl playing there. Breakfast menu. If you want to stop and have a look at that, I pause that now. And this is how it looks. There's milk and sugar options, food, coffee at the back. Fruit pots, I want to say, over there. And then, so the breakfast is a hot food rail there, and then hot food rail there. So if you're wanting hot food, there's kind of 2 lines that you can go in. There is a lovely place to eat. This gives you an idea of the hot food available. This is obviously another table, but it's busier. But we're just sort of heading around at the moment. So if you're looking for a quick breakfast, it's honestly pretty decent. we enjoyed last year. Hopefully we'll enjoy it this year. Right, Tommy, we had breakfast at the ridings. Rating, thoughts, opinions.
Yeah, it's just as solid as last year, really. The food's really good. The queues weren't too long. They put in a nice like wooden decking that felt newer this year.
Last year it sunk
Yeah, a little bit.
because of the rain, so they've obviously been preparing for...
They always bring a really nice strawberry jam.
Yeah, Tommy really likes strawberry jam. I will say the coffee machines aren't that great, but the filtered coffee is hit or miss. Like, I had a really good coffee, but it can be kind of weak.
But it was only like Twinings, so it wasn't, you know, it's not Yorkshire, but it's solid. It's a solid alternative.
Comment what your favourite tea brand is below.
It should be Yorkshire.
It should be Yorkshire. It should be Yorkshire Gold, if we're being really specific, but...
Yorkshire or anything, really.
Yeah. I think we're going to try and go to the Lando stand.
You can see my mum from really far away because she's got a bright ass.
Yeah, I do love that with the McLaren merch.
Papaya.
The papaya, and also with Lando's like yellow, neon yellow. You just see it everywhere. It's like fluorescent. That's fun.
Yeah, she's waving in lamb on our stands. I'm getting tired.
It was, yeah. It was extremely hot yesterday, and it's going to be even hotter today. So a lot of sun cream, a lot of water. Make sure to stay hydrated, and bring a water bottle with you. That's something.
Or two. You only need one. There's fill-up stations, but still.
Yeah, fill-up stations. Use them. Reduce your plastic consumption. Keep going. If you have a roving ticket, you cannot go into the Lando stand. I think that was actually written on the tickets, anyways.
I don't know if that's just this year.
So last year that was Stowe.
Still is Stowe.
Well, it still is Stowe. It's just now the Lando stand as well. So you can no longer go into that unless you've got a Lando stand ticket. It's a great view, so you know, worth it. But maybe we should go to Vale.
Vale's not like that's not cheap, is it?
I think we're gonna go into Vale. I think that might be nice for us.
We were sat at Club Corner last year.
Club Corner, great view. You can see down to Stowe from it.
Yeah, you can see quite a lot from Club Corner. You can see the straight as well.
Yeah. So, but today we're just gonna pop in and out of different stands. The stands weren't open yesterday.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday were open.
So, we're gonna go into Vale. At Vale. It is certainly busier today. It's also annoyingly more cars going through, but a lot going on, guys. So we are heading to the fan zone now. We've just gone from Vale and we're heading over to the fan zone to watch. We're going to go into Village. I'll show you the view from Village as well. And we're going to watch the F1 free practice 1. It is busy today. For Friday, it is quite packed. Obviously the sun's bringing people out in their numbers, but I also definitely think they've sold more tickets this year.
I'm gonna have to go in a track just to have some fucking room.
Yeah, gonna use that priority where I can. I will say that with it being busier, it's a lot more chaotic.
committed, does the top of the body language of the country. Silverstone. Looking good at this stage.
I am now heading back to the tent. We just saw Ray. I think you've just seen some clips. Oh my god, my camera's so dusty. I'm really sorry about the image quality. That's something about Silverstone. It's been dry, but it is dusty out. And I've actually cut my face from the dust. It's cut around my eye, which really hurts. So I'm gonna, moth tried to attack me. I'm going to wash my face and get some sleep. And tomorrow morning is quali day, so things are still exciting. We've still got a lot that we're going through. But I'm a bit cold. We left about 20 minutes before the end of race set, just because we wanted to get back, so get undressed and relax, and also get out of the queues, because it can be really busy, and the last thing I want is a long walk back. So I'm doing that now. I feel very kind of grubby. I probably should have a shower either tonight or tomorrow morning. I think I'll do it tomorrow morning because my hair's not wet whilst it's cold overnight. So yeah, it's all supposed to rain overnight, which is always a fun experience in a tent. But yeah, I'm going to kind of wrap this up here for today, but in a few moments time it will be quali day, so stay tuned, keep watching this video, because we're keeping going, baby. We're going strong. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning. Oh my god, I look like a boy. That's not cool. It is Saturday. There is things going on track. It's going to be a pretty exciting day. Oh, my hair is a mess. I've washed my hair and it's just not cooperating. I look so boyish. But we're repping Ferrari today because I have a feeling. And whenever I have a feeling, they're either gonna get on pole or they're gonna DNF. So who knows what they do. But either way, I had my shower this morning, felt a little bit cleaner from it. There was so much dust from how dry it was yesterday. It rained overnight, so it's less dusty today, but it does mean that it's a little bit cooler, which isn't really a problem. It was quite hot yesterday. So we have decided to sit in the ridings. I'm in this cute little egg chair to watch the F3. It's the sprint race right now on Saturday, so I'll show you the view as well.
At the front of the grid, just to go through the grid.
We are currently passing the Lando stand. It looks really good. I do actually think the neon looks fun, but I have a bone to pick with the Lando stand. Obviously, So Stowe Corner used to be available in the roving ticket pack. So you could sit there for the F2 races, the F3 races, the F1 practice and quali, but now you can only sit in there if you've got a Lando stand ticket, which basically means like a really great view, which is a really great corner to sit on, is now gone. And it does mean that during F2 and F3 we're seeing nobody's actually sitting up there because
It's always empty.
it's like always empty. Like if you look, that stand is like empty right now, which honestly kind of sucks. And we don't know if like Lando stand has roving tickets or if people just aren't going to the other like Formula races.
Hard to say.
We don't know. I
We
will
just
check.
have standard roving. I don't know if there's any other that would let you get into Lando.
I don't know if there's-
I don't think so.
I think you had to buy a Lando stand ticket, but I don't know if you could do like a Lando stand roving ticket.
I think if you have the ticket, you're roving.
Yeah. So
Silly.
I don't know. That's
It's like a waste of time now.
it's because it's such a great corner at Stowe. You can obviously get to see from like Hangar Straight, and then going into Club Corner as well.
Imagine as well, there were probably a lot of people who wanted to sit at Stowe because it's usually quite popular.
We should fill up our water bottle. They do have these like water refill points, which they're trying to cut down their plastic waste, which I think is great to see. We have watched all 3 practice sessions now. We are sat in like Beckett's because honestly the view there is really good. I would probably say if you've got a roving ticket, definitely watch
You can
something.
See if you go quite high up in Beckett's, you can see
Yeah. You
like
can
the Wellington
see,
and
yeah,
and
you can
Hangar
basically see
Straights.
Village going into the Wellington Straight, then them coming down to Magus and
The
Beckett's,
chicane with Magus and Beckett's,
and then
Chappelle.
and you can also see
Stowe.
part of Stowe.
You can see pretty much all of Stowe.
So it's a pretty good spot. So that's where we're going to do qualifying.
Yeah, because you just get a lot of view, and there's a big screen
Yeah.
pretty close.
We have left half our party there, who are basically just like trying to hold seats. If they can't, then that's life. But
Because it's windy. It is windy at Beckett's, and if you get cold, you should bring a layer, which is what we went back for.
yeah, I wanted to, and everyone was like, "You don't need a coat. It's like 22 degrees." I needed a coat.
He's also moved second in the championship with his 13 drop down to 4th place, winning the point. Rodney will move ahead of him for a 6 points. So far, Jack will be there just 12 points. All left to Irish driver. Driver fight his way up nicely. Having started 18 on the red.
It is very blustery. Look at your head. In future, well, I am the tyre collector. Look at him go! Yay! I can't read the other one. Good for Damien.
Going on. Needs to be anything specific, which is their way of keeping up to speed with what's happening on circuit. Now remember last year we
had to tie my hair up, so we're now doing the bald windswept look. Mr. George Russell, we're going to talk about him because we have bumped into him like 3 times.
Bumped into.
Well, we saw him go past and he kind of like, you know.
Bumped into him twice.
We bumped into it twice. And then the 3rd time, but like, in terms of drivers, he has been the only one we've actually like seen.
He's been active this
He's active, he's going places. But like, I've not seen anyone else.
Yeah, and he's been...
I was like,
Valtteri Bottas.
Oh yeah, Valtteri Bottas and Ollie Behrman. But like, that was because that was in a very different way. It's just kind of crazy. Like, where are everyone else? Where are they? So there's people just falling from the sky. I don't know how they got there. I don't know what they fell from. It's just suddenly they were feeling like coming. That's fun. Never mind, they fell from the plane. Whoa. They're getting cheeky with it. He's like coming down. That one guy has gone the wrong way. Where is he going? How on earth he got from there to there? Beyond me. They're like falling onto the stage. That's fun. So, oh my god, I look as rough as I feel. So there's the Lando store, which is obviously a big pop-up store. Well, pop-up store that's come up with the Lando stand, and it sells all like the neon merch. On Friday, yesterday, there was a 95-minute wait to get to the store. We've just had like some of our party go there. It is not worth the 95-minute wait. It's literally like a till with the t-shirts and some caps behind it. And I think there are some of those that do them inside as well, inside the like venue, so you don't have to leave to go and like go to the Lando store, which is kind of crazy that you have to like leave the venue of like the trackside to go to the Lando store. I don't know how much I vibe with that, but I suppose if you haven't got tickets, you can still buy merch, but I don't know how many people are going to be doing that, you know? Can you see how chapped my lips are? I'm struggling now. Okay, so I am ending this vlog here. We're not going to see Fatboy Slim tonight, mainly because I feel like we're low-key the wrong generation, but I do appreciate how hardcore it's going to go tonight. In addition, like, I am slightly losing my voice because of all the like shouting that I've had to do over the sound of like F1 cars, F2 cars, music, everything. So I'm just kind of reaching a bit of a tiring point. We are going to get hot drinks and then going to go get into bed, probably read some more books, that kind of thing. So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow though, because it's race day. We have Verstappen on pole, we have the two McLarens behind him. I know that's been a common kind of trait this year, but I think it's still going to be really exciting. We have, you know, Russell behind, the Ferraris as well, which didn't look like competitive during qualifying, but you know, they might be able to bring some A game, particularly Hamilton at this circuit. You can't rule them out. And it's apparently going to rain, so if it does, that's always going to be something new. So stay tuned for race day tomorrow. It will be a night's sleep for me, but it will be literally a transition for you, so enjoy. Good morning and welcome to the Sunday of the British Grand Prix. It's going to be pretty exciting, Tommy. Yeah. We are heading over to breakfast. I've kind of shown you the breakfast options available at the ridings, so it's the same every day. We're gonna have some breakfast and then we're gonna head out to watch the F3 feature race, F2 feature race, and also the F1 race as well. On the Sunday you have allocated seating, so even if you're a roving ticket, You are then given a seat in the grandstand. Obviously this is all about grandstand roving. If you are booking like sort of like a where you just camp out and have a spot
On like the greens.
yeah, the general access, then obviously you can still I think you can still move with them and pick your spots, but don't quote me on that. But we are in Abbey A today, which last time we were on Club Corner, so we're just a little bit further around. Maybe
Move round.
maybe next year we'll be in like farm farm or village. So we are very excited. I think it's going to be good. Obviously with Abbey we get to see kind of some of the pits. We don't get to see kind of the McLaren Ferrari end. We will see more of the like Sauber Haas end of the pits. If you want to see kind of the McLaren pits, then you need to be more in Hamilton Straight. But we also get to see the start and the finish, which, you know, with Verstappen and 2 McLarens behind him, should hopefully be a first good first turn.
It's good front row for it.
Yeah. So there's also really good screens there, which is another bonus of us sitting there. I will show you the view, but
It is useful to have a grandstand with a screen,
yeah.
so you can sort of keep up with what's going on in the race.
I also think if you've got enough 4G or 5G, having the F1 live timings up on the app has been quite useful, because when you can't read the names, you can at least have a bit more of an idea.
The other thing is, like, you can listen to the commentary, but the cars are so loud.
Yeah.
You can't always hear it. There is a way to buy little commentary things, but we've not
So
really looked into
the
it.
F1 earpieces, like radios, they're £100 a radio.
Yeah, so that would be why.
So don't do that. Don't do that. Just if you bring your own radio, you buy it off Amazon, you can tune into the frequency. And
That sounds like a better idea.
yeah, so just buy a £30 radio off Amazon before you come and do that.
Oh, we should have done that.
We could have done that, but I didn't really want to spend another £30, so that's an approach, and you can kind of dial yourself in. So there's another hack for you. It is a Sunday and it is raining. You know what that means? Max Verstappen pole. Yeah, it's like on and off showers at the moment, which, you know, we prepared for. Look at us, we're like so wrapped up. Like Tommy's Williams jacket, it looks like an IKEA employee.
It's very yellow and it's very blue. And I'm gonna get the jumper too.
Yeah, but so with March, so Williams has like sold out across track, which is great, but
Ooh, I have something to say about it. But the interesting thing is there's 2 types of stores. There's the general F1 stores, and then there's the stores that are like specific teams. But those are mostly like
McLaren, Ferrari,
Mercedes, yeah.
That's all.
Last year there was some Aston Martin, but presumably they didn't sell that well because there aren't as many this year. But yeah, they were saying, yeah, maybe next year they're going to need to open a Williams one, because literally all of the Williams stuff has been selling like crazy.
Interestingly, on top of the Williams stuff, Carlos Sainz, his cap has completely sold out this weekend, which has been a bit of a shock, because he's not a British driver. Obviously he's driving for Williams, but how interesting is that? So if you're a Sainz fan or a Williams fan, get in early for your Merc, because it is selling like hotcakes.
It is the sprint race in the end.
Spectacular than ever before. The world turns and we turn with it. 75 years in the blink of an eye. We carry our history proudly into the future and write the next chapter of Formula One.
We are coming to the end of the day. I look like a boy again. I'm tying my hair up. Tommy looks great. Still looks like an IKEA worker though.
Yeah, as I should.
So,
What's wrong with IKEA?
nothing. I love IKEA.
Yeah, see how she 180s?
IKEA vlog? Sure. So, let's wrap up. Race. McLaren 1-2, yay! Nico Hulkenberg. That P3.
A lot of safety cars, a lot of yellows.
Yeah, a lot of safety cars, a lot of yellow flags. It was pretty wild for the first, 20 laps?
It was a weird one, yeah. It was like in and out of virtual safety car, full safety car, and just like yellow flag sectors for literally like the first 20 laps odd.
Yeah, so that was actually quite entertaining. It was quite funny. I almost thought there was a chance they would red flag the race if it kept going.
Yeah, well it was getting like in between like sudden showers and really hot sun, so
Yeah.
it's a bit of a bizarre trap situation.
Yeah, and it was horrid because we didn't have a cover to our grandstand, so we were battling the elements. You were freezing cold from the rain, and then you were suddenly boiling hot from the sun. We took, what did we take? We took a little poncho and braved it really.
Yeah, the poncho was pretty good.
So yeah, race was good. Lewis Hamilton's on main stage at the moment, so
With Roscoe.
with Roscoe, being an absolute legend as always. That's Roscoe, not Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's also kind of great. It's after the race, a lot of things start shutting up, apart from around main stage. So if you're planning to, do a track walk or anything, get there ASAP, basically. That's my only advice. We didn't get to do a track walk this year because they closed it early, mainly because there's this high capacity going on. So you win some, you lose some. The sport gets more fans, but at what cost? At what cost? Now, let's talk about, in terms of vibes of the race, the vibes were not here this year. I mean, big up McLaren for 1-2, that's great news. But it was kind of lacking that, je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi.
What's your step, by the way?
It's very muddy today. It is Monday. Obviously, the Grand Prix was yesterday. It was great. And Tommy and I were just talking now about it's been a really good trip. I think, particularly because we had a bit more of an idea because we did it last year, I think we could really hit what we wanted to. And I think, I've kind of mentioned this in other vlogs, having a plan of action going in will really help you out. And yeah, I think the ridings have really upped their game this year. They've, you know, the bathrooms are nicer. It's been a lot like cleaner. They've had like cleaning staff on site. It's been, you know, a really great option. And if you know, do have the money to book something like the ridings, I would 100% recommend it. It is right on the doorstep of the track.
Yeah.
And I think that's, you know, its biggest selling point, as well as, you know, it's quite comfortable.
I enjoy the breakfast.
It's really good for breakfast as well. The race itself, yeah, I think it was, yeah, I think it was really high capacity this year, which is obviously great, but it felt busier, and I think it will continue to just get busier and busier.
We'll see.
I do think they need to maybe control it a little bit more, but that's just like my 2 cents. But just because last year was so much quieter, and it was, that sense was more enjoyable, but the weather's been a lot better this year. So we're going to end this video here. So thank you for watching if you got this far, and I will see you with the next one.